we asked to do a community project. And I thought, well, what could I do as a community project? And then it suddenly just hit me like a bolt out of the blue. I thought of GoPat through taking a friend of mine's godmother for a ride for her 80th birthday. It was GoPat, you know, giving older people a thrill. And being in the Ulysses Motorbike Club, I approached the committee there and they said, oh, well, we'll provide all the bikes and the drivers.
GoPat, giving old people a thrill.
He wanted to do something special, something that would make a difference. What Oz du Soleil came up with will surprise you. Harry Porterfield says he's someone you should know.
This is the box that's going to Detroit.
Deep inside a storage building, Oz du Soleil is doing something important, if a little unusual.
Oh, isn't this something? My gosh.
You may raise your eyebrows a bit when you learn that he collects women's bras. Then you realize it's a cause for which many needy women are grateful.
When you're from a low-income family and a decent bra starts at maybe $20, it is not a priority. You might get a bus pass before you get bras.
2 years ago, Du Soleil, a data analyst, was looking for a project to work on.
These are these 34 C's.
He started his organization and called it Support 1000, figuring he would end the project at 1,000 bras. But then...
And that's when the shelters and foundations started saying, you can't stop. You can't stop because nobody else is doing this.
Nearly 3,000 new and lightly used bras have been collected and distributed thus far. They're sent locally, nationally, and even overseas.
If this wasn't a serious need, I wouldn't have sent bras to Kenya.
One of the organizations receiving bras is Southwest Chicago PADS, which stands for Public Action to Deliver Shelter. Ellen Kilmurray is executive director.
To get pretty underwear for a lady makes her feel special. And that doesn't happen too often with our women. They're out on the streets.
Du Soleil still seems amazed he got into this, but also feels he's making a difference.
I did go through a period, but I'm a man, and what do people think? And I said, look, I just answered a call, and this is about dignity. This isn't about bras. I'm not thinking about bras.
Oz du Soleil, a regular guy who decided to do something special to help needy women. He's someone you should know.
In a school where 2/3 of students never graduate, Sean McEwen has built a team. McEwen, also a teacher, hopes teamwork, high GPA expectations, and forced study hall will give his players a better chance than the rest of the kids at Manual Arts High School.
This is something to stand for. In high school, everybody's looking to fit in somewhere, but here, unfortunately, it's not, you know, all right, do I join the football team or do I join the car club or whatever? It's like, do I join the 40s? Do I join the Harpies? Do I join, you know, the Hoovers? What street am I from? What gang am I going to join?
Ron Rodney is Manual Arts star player and has plans for after graduation.
Go to college, play lacrosse at college.
And with the younger neighborhood kids excited about lacrosse, Manual Arts is sure to get that sought-after W.
1, 2, 3, Manual! How long do you want to play lacrosse for?
Until I die.
This is Daniel Heipel reporting from downtown Los Angeles.
Too often the sports headlines are dominated by recruiting scandals and drug violations. That's why it's so nice to bring you our next story. It's a story about a program called Special Spectators, an organization that coordinates visits by student athletes to children's hospitals and then arranges for patients to attend college games. Beating Drake wasn't the only thing the University of Akron's men's basketball team had on their minds as they took to the court inside Rhodes Arena one Saturday afternoon late in the season. The Akron Zips were playing host to a very special guest that day, a young cancer patient named Lauren. Members of the basketball team had visited her in the hospital a few days earlier as part of a program called Special Spectators.
Special Spectators is an organization that works with athletic departments across the country and arranges for their student athletes to visit children's hospitals or pediatric units within a smaller community hospital. And then we also arrange for kids, mostly who are seriously ill, attend a sporting event and just really creating a special day for them.
Post-game visit with some of the players Lauren met in the hospital helps boost her spirits and keep her mind off the pain.
There you go.
Hope you feel
so
better.
Much. Thank you.
Glad you could come to the game.
Thank you. It was really nice.
You're welcome.
My friends, you would think that they would come and visit you or call and stuff, and they really don't do that. And it was really nice when, you know, they came and saw me, because people, like, they don't do that in hospitals and everything. And it was really nice that they came and they showed that they cared.
We had a dentist that would come out and treat these homeless kids, and it's just so lovely. They would come out and help all these kids who were living in shelters, but I'd never seen, ever, a dentist who would bring homeless patients into their office.
But 80,000 people are homeless right here in Los Angeles. Healthcare in the city's shelters is hit and miss, and dental care is almost non-existent. But one dentist is trying to change all that.
I went from giving them money to giving them food to eventually giving them my card.
Known to patients as Dr. J, Jay Grossman is founder of Homeless Not Toothless, a nonprofit organization providing dental care for the homeless and job opportunities.
When I went to practice in Brentwood, I realized with the VA hospital right down the street, and being a former United States Naval dental officer, that there were these people that were kind of left behind, these veterans.
One day back in 1992, Dr. J invited one of the homeless veterans into his clinic.
And I said, you know what, if you're really interested in not being homeless, I'll give you teeth so you could smile, so you could look good, so you could eat, and from that I will help you get work.
It was the beginning of a genuine street-level crusade aimed at putting some bite into homeless solutions.
I actually built a separate suite right here adjacent to my practice to actually treat the homeless.
Jay assembled a network of volunteer dentists to help him.
I figure if every dentist gives me about 1 or 2 hours a month, we could really make a significant impact in the community.
Everybody's familiar with the game of racquetball. 2 players, 4 walls, and a ball. But we found a variation of the sport. It's called Wacket ball. Kind of like if Elmer J. Fudd tried to say racquetball. Similar rules, but they use a bigger, softer ball, so it's easier to play. We sent Keith Prevost out to check it out.
Here, sir. Wacket ball. Oh, good shot. Wacket ball is played with a 2.5-inch foam ball to slow the game down.
Dan Davis, the defending racquetball state champion for his age group, came up with the wacky idea. Racquetball for Grandma.
Since I'm a racquetball player, I thought if I could slow the game down for seniors to play, they would have a lot of fun and get some good exercise.
I thoroughly enjoy it. I come and practice myself every once in a while, and it's fun. We have a lot of fun.
I like competitive sports, but my wind isn't that great, so I can play this game.
In the time it takes for you to have your coffee, you can start a conversation that could change somebody's life. Or even save it.
So on Are You OK Day, just take a moment to think about your work colleagues, maybe a friend, maybe a family member who's just struggling a little bit.
It's okay to ask, are you okay? It's okay to say, no, I'm not.
Help stop little problems from getting bigger.
On Thursday, September 15th, who will you ask?